First of all, let's do up the Manscaped thing. Shout out Manscaped, as always. Use the code WINNERS. 20% discount.
Yeah.
Free shipping. When you use the code WINNERS from Manscaped, you're not going to get a smoother, cleaner, trim. You know, when
And
you're body grooming. Doug can co-sign.
Doug co-sign.
Can co-sign. The man them have been talking, you know.
Yeah.
Man said the thing's patterned in the group chat.
Happy with my thing still.
Yeah. I see it.
Clean.
I see it, and you know it clean, bro.
I will put the leveler on. Shave the
So you went in.
Yeah. I got to shave the little piece now my legs. The leveler.
Well, man gave the legs a little a fade.
A little fade. I fade.
A little 0.5.
0.5 skin fade. Got a little fade. I'll keep it 100.
No, he's keeping it. Be true to yourself. Be true to yourself.
My testosterone is flying around this body on a different level.
If your testosterone's doing that, I'd want to know what your testosterone's doing. Man said his testosterone, you know. Testosterone, you know.
Give it a little fade on the top.
Yeah.
Clean off the rest of it. You get me?
So you know,
Come on.
Yeah,
So don't just go from mad bush to bald.
Okay,
You understand?
You patterned it. You just.
So man, literally a fading man's talking.
Faded it in.
All right, well, yeah, that's it. Manscaped. Go on Manscaped. 20% discount when you use the code WINNERS. Yeah, 20% discount. Use the code WINNERS plus free shipping.
Winners talking.
Yeah, in Poundstone the Hustler, Big PS, General Sterling, Dougster, _ 27, Big Dougie Doug, the one and only. Man them in the room, it's another one. Winners Talking Podcast, the one and only. The people them's favourite, the gal them sweetie. Everything, you get me? Everything.
Let them know.
We're here for the
barbecue.
people. Say again?
The Gallon barbecue.
Yeah. Got them barbecue.
Summertime and big meat there.
Yeah. I heard that. Big meat. All right. I was thinking where man was going with the barbecue thing, but yeah. What you said, man?
Rum steak.
Yeah.
Leg of lamb.
I'm with it. I'm with
lamb
it.
out for them.
Yeah. Come on.
Cooked.
Always slow cook. You understand?
Put that in the smoker.
Yeah, we're here for you, gal them. You know, marinate that fish. You get me?
Yeah, man. Now to work the thing still.
Come on. Shout out Nikos just stepping back in. Russ, Bamba Clot and a palm.
Clout, what you say?
Yes, it's my nigga Albert. What you say, Albert? Hey. What you said? Don't kick the camera over, you know, Biggs. Shout out to my driller, Big Palms. Just walked into the building. It's another day. Revisit from couple man them as well. So yeah, anyway. Boom, straight in. I was in the barbershop today, yeah, with a man them. Good conversation kicked off. Shout out my guy, Frex. He's in there now. So he said, Pete, he said, what secondary school you looking to send your youngest? I said, boy, I don't know, you know, man's kind of thinking. I got a little time before I got to think of that. It's a couple years. So he was saying to me, his situation is, and what he's watching is that he's saying, he feels like he wants to send his youth to a school more away from the man them. Go on, do you want me to pass it to you, mate?
Yeah.
Go on.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, he feels like he wants to send his youth to a school that's more away from the man them.
Yeah.
I said to him, I hear you, but at the same time, he needs to be, the AC thing needs to go off. Yeah, switch.
Bro, Daps was trying to send someone else like he
didn't switch it on. You know Daps did hit it. You know Daps switched it on, didn't it, mate? Daps said someone switched it on.
Hey, someone said, oh wait, no, that's me. I need to go do.
Yeah, but flipping, he's saying he don't know whether to send his youth. He wants to send his youth further away from the man them.
Yeah.
But at the same time, the balance of the youth to know himself and be amongst his people. You understand? All of them kind of ones. He's saying like, he's asked me, what do you think to do? And I said, but bare people probably go through that, but where they're thinking like, they're scared, innit? Man's worried for their kids. Like, he's worried. Like, he's literally telling me, he's like, but I'm afraid. And he said that his youth's quite a calm child, innit? Just a calm child. And he knows how schools can be. So
and he lives on end. So he's basically putting his calm youth through. He's worried about putting his calm youth through the London school system.
Now, he's slightly off ends. Yeah. He's got the option to go further out Or he's not far. He can either just slide back on ends or push him further out.
Yeah.
So he's further away from the man them.
Yeah.
So I said to him like, boy, it's a techie one, still, because you know, like it's the balancing act. You can't wrap them in cotton wool. You understand? You can send them too far away, they get racially abused because they're not amongst their people. You understand what I'm trying to say? So then another man that was in there randomly started talking as well. Just said, raw, like, I have the same fear, and he was, because the guy said, like, he said he makes his youth know culture through him. So he said he don't care about school. He goes, because I'm culture, you understand? He goes, I'm running reggae tunes, I'm cooking certain food, I'm doing this, that, and the other. But he goes, so he's good for culture, and he's like, is culture even that important anymore? Because I'm more worried about the youth being safe than him being amongst the man.
I think both matter though. Culture and safety is key, because you could say that you could bring a child up too far out. That's right. Look at, for example, like I call her my daughter, but she's not. But you know what I'm saying? Look at that situation. Like she lives in country, but then also she's cultured enough that she goes JA every year. Do you get what I'm saying? So she understands where she's from. She understands the balance of like how her people move and whatever, her being a mixed race child, innit? Do you get what I'm saying? But then going to a predominantly white school. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's like, I think if you're taking your kids further out of the ends, it's the more culture they need to understand where they come from. Do you get what I mean? Because then they can get caught up, because also there's the influences up them sides, like them kids, they wanna get someone to buy them alcohol and sit in the park and drink alcohol and do all of that, which is like, you say, it's fucked up and whatever, but then out in the city London now, you might have the kids that they'll do the same thing, but they're also robbing people or doing whatever. So it's like, do you know what I mean? It's there's two different, like it's a double-edged sword really. You're gonna get off ends, you're gonna get a different type of behavior that you're gonna have to deal with, but on ends you're gonna get an even like you gotta find a balance within it somewhere. Do you get what I mean?
That's what I was kind of saying. So, teacher, what are you saying? What's the best thing to do?
The fear is real.
100.
The fear is real. Of
course it's real.
You should not take that fear lightly, because you send your kid to the wrong school, they're there with
The whole life can change.
Stabber,
Juka.
Sally, alliteration. But the similar thing happened to my Bridgen. My Bridgen's got a good business on ends. Like he does very well for himself. Tell a lie. His baby mother's moved up to a nice area, but it's a girl, so he wanted her to not be caught up in the white school, the culture side of things. So he kind of brought her back. But in my head, I told him, but where she lives, I told him there's grammar schools up there. Take advantage of that. But he said, nah, I don't want her to go to grammar school because the people in the school. But I said, you got to look at it like this. Like even like where I work, the youths are not very well behaved. You get me? Far from. But I got one youth at the moment. I'm telling him, like, he's smart. I'm telling him, look, you dedicate a 5 or 6 years, the rest of their life's gone. Trajectory's up there. You ain't got to look back to this.
Yeah.
These boys that came outside the school to stab you up last week, they're not in your race. Don't let them trick you out your position. You're going there. But because people forget that and think they're living for now, everyone wants to live for now, innit? But what is fucking 20 when you're going to live to 80? And it's only you're only in school for a couple of years. So sacrifice that, get the best education you can. The culture
In a safe environment.
In a safe environment. Get the best education you can in a safe environment. And your family, obviously, you can't teach them everything because sometimes they are at school and you can't bleed too much of your culture on them because they're going to want to do their own thing and they're going to be influenced by their friends, of course. But I'll say get the best education you can in the safest environment and the rest will fall into place. At the end of the day, you can't have no culture if you're dead.
Facts.
All you're going to get is your flag wrapped around your coffin. That's the only culture you're going to feel.
So you're saying send him to the safer school that's...
Listen,
100.
My youth is going to the best school my pocket can find.
Yeah, it can provide. 100% fact.
Go on, talk the gun.
Obviously,
Big facts.
Go on.
but do you feel like I would never send my kid to a private school or anything fancy because I feel like they've got,
Extend that. Carry
although
on.
they
Just
might not
extend
get
it.
you know what I mean? Although the hood's not there, stuff isn't there, whatever, as much as there would be in a normal school, they've got other problems there, man. You know what I mean?
They do.
Drugs. I mean, there's so much other aspects of it. Especially if it's my daughter as well. I wouldn't like my daughter to be in a private school because I feel like girls are a bit, I don't know.
Yeah, oh, you mean like because they're all girl private schools?
Yeah,
but
in general, man. I want my kid.
You don't have to. I hear you. I agree with you.
Yeah,
I agree
like-
with
They
you.
want to explore other avenues.
Yeah, basically, my child will go to the schools that I went to in North West London.
You don't want better for your child.
No, but
No, but you're saying it like my man went to a bad school.
No, but I did.
Everyone
I
was better
did.
for them. Everyone was better. That's
No,
like
but
me
I
saying,
tie it's off.
It's like you want to send them
that's like
to.
me saying my youths are gonna have better clothes than me. My mum didn't dress me bad. I was well looked after, but everyone wants better.
No,
for
but
them.
school, I feel like every school is kind of good to some extent. It's all about the kid. You know, in my school, we had bad boys, whatever. We was in high school, which was one of the worst schools in Brent at the time, right? I came out right. You know, a couple of man didn't, but it's just down to the individual and the focus and the fear of the parents as well.
But there's strong influences in those schools.
But it's the fact there's a
There's
skill,
strong
there's a skill that
influence
there's a certain edge that you learn from those environments that you can't pay for anywhere else.
Have you
I
ever
feel.
been to a private school?
No, but I've seen enough of him on TV.
I only went to one for the first time the other day. And the opportunities they get, if your child can have that, you're gonna let your child have.
I'll be honest and I'll be real to chime in on that one. I think I went to a private school when my mum took me to private school early doors, but she took me out like it was like a nursery primary school kind of not primary school, private school, and she kind of took me out before I went into like. But I feel me personally, I think if I had the money to put my kids into private school, I would, because one way I would do it is I understand what you're saying as well, but also. It's the genre and the mixture of friends that they will have that are all gonna go on to maybe some of them be doctors, some of them go on to be quantity surveyors, this, that, whatever.
You're hitting the nail on the head.
Their social group,
lightest,
their
man.
social group
hitting
is
the
gonna
nail on
be
the head.
elite. Do you get what I'm saying? And
What
that's
it-
what I
understand.
want my kids to have them kind of
I went to
best friends where his best friend
You've hit the nail on the head.
is a property developer.
Brother, you
but
hit the
he's
nail on the
got-
head.
you get
When
what I mean?
when I was making my move, yeah, this is before I had kids. I was saying this to him today. Before I had kids, because I'm a forward thinker, I was already saying, before I have kids, I'm not gonna be on ends because I want them to have a better circle.
Yeah.
Because I know my circle that I grew up with, and it's a bagger man. Enough man's dead.
Yeah,
Bagger man's in jail. Enough man's lost their mind.
yeah.
You understand? And man them looking to me to be the one.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Man them looking, you understand what I'm trying to say? I looked at a brother I bucked from off ends, living more suburbs. Black brother, his circle was lit.
Yeah.
Them man, problems going, I spoke to Jimmy, he lent me a 20 racks because I'm a bit down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm a bit down at the minute, so he gave me 20. I spoke to Tom, he gave me another 5, and I'm gonna go and work with my mate's company next week. That's how them man are moving. I'm looking at all that. I said, no. That's the kind of setting. So
That is the setting.
social circle. I wanted my kids to have that
Yeah.
circle of more opportunities, but at the same time, they have to know their people and know themselves. You understand?
Yes.
So it's a balancing act.
It's a
So
balance.
when he asked me, I sent my son went to school with the man them. All his friends are all the man them. You understand what I'm trying to say? But at the same time, he's got all the others that he knows from football. That's another thing I'd advise people as well. Don't just watch the schooling. Watch the opportunities you give your friends through extracurricular activities as well. Sports, clubs,
100%.
whatever else. You meet more people. I've got good friendships with all different kind of people from different walks of life.
Yeah.
One of my good friends I know is through football, being a football dad, taking our youths at 7 and 8 to football and chatting every week. You understand it? Broaden your own horizons as well at the same time. As for the schooling, it's a techie one because you can send them to the poshest school and they can end up with a mad coke habit from their brethren. So, but what you saying? That's better than getting stabbed.
And with that,
Nah,
though,
but I just don't
see with that,
think-
though,
I work with probability in it. What's the like? That's how I work. That's how I make all my
I
decisions.
just don't think like we'll be bringing up cokeheads in our house. That's what I'd look at it like.
Those
So the chances of any of our
Go on,
kids.
go on, Rashid. Okay?
You send them to a private school, you're thinking they're all safe. You're not even paying them too much money now because you feel like everything's pattern. That's when they could really, there's certain signs that you're not used to seeing.
Bad parenting.
You get it? No, but I feel like kids are kids. Same way we hid things from our parents. It is what it is, no matter how good parents they are. But I feel like if you take them to a school where you kind of know, you can read certain signals and signs, you
Yeah.
kind of spot yourself or a couple of your people in there from an earlier stage, I feel, personally.
Yeah, no, I fully get
I
it.
suppose all the man them in there are on edge. Parents are on edge. Youths are on edge. I hear what Daps is saying. The probability
course.
is increased of something going
I
on.
just feel like with the schools on the ends now, it's just so heightened with the gangs, especially like the gangs are getting younger and younger as well, because it's getting rash. So it's like you think even in primary school, going into secondary school, I'm hearing stuff about primary school kids. Do you get what I'm saying? Doing a madness, like, do you know what I mean? So it's like,
from early.
What side is that? That can't be Northwest.
Huh?
That's definitely South.
yeah, but you know that brother that does their videos, West London's always a little bit mad in his videos.
Northwest is different to
Northwest,
West.
and Northwest is the worst.
To me, Northwest gets the worst rep though, brother.
Yeah.
Northwest is
the
rough.
That's what I'm
and that.
saying.
We
So
just
it's
got
like,
bad PR. That's what.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's bad PR, but it's like I just think that in terms of where we're at in society right now, I think for anyone looking at it, you wouldn't want to send your kid to any city school where the
check this.
funding's less.
Check
If you
this,
can.
though.
The
Check-
money,
right,
but if
check
you can, but
this.
the money's less. The everything, you obviously if you
Resources
can.
are-
The resources,
comes- but
not everyone's got money to.
This is what I'm about to say. It comes from the if you can, because here's my thing. What about you can say all of this, but what about those people that live on ends? They got no choice but to send their kids to the school on ends, and the kid's gonna go school and just have to have their wits about them, keep their head down, do their work. They can still come out and do okay.
Yeah,
do,
no,
not even
100%.
more than okay,
No, they
do
could do
great.
great.
Well, look
So
at our
my
school.
thing is exactly, man. Man went Forest Hill Boys, man went John Roan, them local schools. None of them schools are particularly easy, but man's come out. You make what you make of yourself, and you do well. You understand? So, but my thing is, a lot of it can come down to just fucking luck, parenting, prayers, everything, bro.
I think it's
All
a
comes into
combination
the
of
pot.
everything, and how influential your child can be from, like, because that's the thing. I think
That's very important because the next thing as well is, I'll tell you the truth, it is crucial, you know. The decision of what school is big.
yeah, because I think
You get the wrong bridging.
yeah.
it.
'Cause my mum
Is the difference
fosters,
between
so my mum fosters
Doing
kids
it
as well,
18.
yeah. And we've had some kids that come in. She will never take anyone over 18, so they're always normally like 14, 15. Like 13,
18 you leave.
like kind of coming from
Brother.
18 you
Brother.
leave, but you can also keep.
your mum's active, but I'm still coming to check her for a loan, but
Yeah, yeah.
your mum's doing the most.
She does a lot,
Got
but
10 businesses, fosters kids.
yeah, she
Shout
fosters
out
kids.
Mumsy.
Mum's active. She's
Yeah,
on
yeah.
this gram, but I've seen a funny we're having this conversation. I see one of the kids. I won't say his name, but I remember it was mad because he went to another school because when mum got him and he moved to her, he was kind of like Bickley. Like Petswood, he was in Chislehurst, that kind of way, going to school there. So he's moved, obviously mum lives Catford, innit? So he's come to Catford and then they've removed him to the school. And it was mad how in the space of like 6 months, he went from just like picky a kid, like come in, do what he did, like play a game, to the point now, man's all climbing out the window to go be with Juice. Do you get what I'm saying? And it just showed that because he maybe hadn't been around his social group, like he's gone to maybe a more white school, and now he's got man them around him, but then he's trying to be somebody. He's being influenced to where mum's like searching his room because she would like do a little thing where she checks everyone's room and whatever, and then
what you
she's
think I
finding stuff in man's room and pulling man, and it's like, right, but this ain't him. Do you get what I'm saying? We know
Influence, peer
it's
pressure.
it's the peer pressure and it's the influence. It's also the acceptance. Sometimes some of the youths, them, I think,
Brother,
when you haven't got the culture, you want to try and where you're
You can
naturally.
force it. But you know, I'll tell you this. I always say this. Parenting don't end, you know.
Nah.
Because at 19, you can buck up on a bridge and it's going to,
No.
if you're not strong-minded, you're going to turn a mad corner. You
What
get
I
me?
tell
So
my bridges
it's
is you have,
full on.
you have to watch boys until they're 25.
Yeah.
No joke. You have to watch them until they're 25 because anything under that, easily influential, easily persuaded, easily swayed. Under 25, you got to keep your eyes on them.
Yeah.
After that, you can relax a little piece because they should start knowing themselves.
become adults.
What about girls?
But girls, they grow up quicker.
Bro, you got to keep holding.
They grow up quicker. They grow up quicker. Girls, you give them 22, you know, they will start.
Girls, you worry about less for the violence and the
For the
this,
violence,
that, other.
but even sometimes I don't
don't
know.
wanna see them
I don't know. I
don't want them doing up a
I
madness.
wanted to a little monster because I told her anything in school, any racism, you bracket up in it.
Yeah, but
So
that's
she's
it.
been
That's
bracking
different.
out.
That's different.
She just been bracking out everything.
That's different. That can work.
So she just been
That's
bracking out.
Brother,
everything. I went around
with
there
the
other day.
boys, it's the boys. I could say to my son, yeah, boom. Anyone does anything to you, you know the training, bam, lick it over. They're gonna come back with a shank.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
it's mad. For the girls,
there's a lot of
that's-
politics.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
what? Like you got, it's like it's a 24/7 job, bro.
Yeah,
Where,
it's
no matter what school, it could be not in school. It could be they've gone shopping in the weekend. They buck a next set of man.
Yeah.
Like so, it's not even just in the environment
Yeah,
of the
because it's like even
of
the
the
out of
school.
town schools, they all
Schools
pull
are
off
good
weaves and that and doing all kind of.
But that
madnesses.
it's the generations are getting worse. Like I keep saying, man, we're reaping the results of a fatherless generation. You see what I'm trying to say? Where the man them have gone a bit too wild. You understand? And I can see it. You understand? Unruly youths. You understand? Daughters without dads moving, learning how to move from TikTok. You see what I'm trying to say? Man, them no one to bad them up and be like, you're not going out today. You're not doing this. You're not. What are you talking about, you guy?
Yeah.
You understand?
Mum trying to live.
Mum's trying to have them up, but the youths are all 6 foot and towering over their
trying to
mum.
live their life. So when
He
the
said,
son-
mum them are moving. What?
Hey,
Dad,
No, but
they're-
balance.
There's a
That-
balance. Some of the mums
If
are
the mum,
able.
if the mum
You know
have
what I
to
mean?
look after the youth full time and working, and the dad's popping in every fucking 2 hours a week, then
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
everyone's just trying to do what they
It's
can.
everyone doing-
Yeah.
But to pull you up on what you said with the youths that have to go to the schools on ends, and what's the families going to do about that? You see, when you communicate with your school, as in parents, the school will look out for your youth a lot more. So take
That's
interest
facts.
in the child's education.
That's
Know
facts.
the teachers, contact them. If there's something wrong,
That's facts.
listen, and don't just be a drop-off parent or
Yeah,
even,
yeah,
or when
yeah,
it
that's
comes to
real.
secondary, it's
Them
not even a
emails-
drop-off
I'm
parent.
not
the
lying,
backup parent,
because
where every
them
time you do
emails,
something
them
wrong, they
emails
want
come,
them
them
up.
emails come from my big son regular,
You understand?
and his mum responds.
You understand?
Mum
And that response,
and the response is on some. Thanks for letting me know.
You understand?
If there's anything else,
Yeah.
da, 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 da,
You understand?
He's gonna be apologizing to you tomorrow.
Yeah, all of that.
You know them
you
ones.
understand?
But it's true what you're
Different.
saying though. It makes sense because I think sometimes like
Communication.
you get the parents that are like the bad up parents, like they're only really defending their kid all the time on the bad up teachers, but never,
all of
you
that.
know what I mean? Or they, like you say,
All
the
of that
drop off
dumb.
thing.
All of that.
Like, yeah, it's true. Man, never need to be.
All of that. You need. They're your eyes and ears. So make use of them.
and they're human, so they will easily just say, "Oh fuck it, if that's Timmy, that's how Timmy wants to behave."
Yeah. You
Fuck
don't write
it.
you off.
Let
They'll write
him.
you off.
Yeah, that's Timmy anyway. So what, let him go in the bush and get what he's getting. You get me? No, real talk. Because they're human at the end of the day. And then like I say, everyone's got favourites in it. Having favourites in life is normal. So they just won't be your favourite. And when you're not someone's favourite, you're not looked out for.
yeah,
You
yeah.
understand?
Also as well, communicate
Running it like
with other parents. Ask. See, like how my man asked. Like, what do you think about the? I can see it's bothering him, bro. Like he's asking, he wants to know. He wanted, and then the other guy just randomly got in the conversation because he was waiting to get his trim and whatever.
Yeah.
And then he was like, you know what? The brother was just like, you know what? It's mad, you know, like, wow, man, them don't really usually talk like this. You know that? I said, well, yeah, you know.
Conversations are needed though.
Yeah, conversations needed.
Everyone's
but-
going through something.
Come on, that True Man's podcast P and that in it, so they're in there like.
He said he took the moment.
Yeah.
You know what? My girl's just been. You know these times.
But last time it was
you're
like that.
even looking at you.
Brother,
You say, you know what? Bye,
Every
man.
time
You know
I come,
what?
every
My
time I
girl's
come.
just stressing
Last time
me out, you
it was
know.
literally that.
Paz, what do you think about this
Yeah,
thing?
yeah. It's that. So we chopped it up. You understand? And I said to them, like, listen, man just has to get more comfortable with doing that. Asking people, being honest. Man said to me that he worries about like his son, the closeness. And he's closer to his mum. And I said, listen, that's life.
Yeah.
He's a child right now. But I said, you'll be surprised. There's a moment when they come to you, especially as boys. I remember when my boy come to me and all of a sudden it's just like, yeah, dad, da. And it's never been it's that since.
Because we know
You understand?
how close we are to our mothers, isn't it?
Yeah, of
You know what I'm
course.
saying?
Yeah, and he said the strictness. He said he goes, I'm worried because I'm too strict. I said, yeah, you got to kind of balance that still because you want your youth to be able to come and talk to you. So the bad up all the time.
Yeah, they'll
is
go.
not
They'll
gonna
and
work.
then they'll hide it from.
Yeah, you want them to feel. You got to try to let them feel comfortable
Yeah.
and say, this has happened in school today. You know,
Yeah.
that's gone on. Tear. You understand? Mm-hmm. And because you need that, because otherwise you're in the dark.
Yeah.
You understand? Apart from searching, you understand? Like you said, your mum's do the search. I mean, I used to wake up I'd wake up in the night after school, see my mum all up in my blazer pocket.
Yeah.
Right, all up in my blazer, all going through everything, bro. Pull it, like I'm just watching like this, you know. Mum's rifling through
To
them
this
pockets.
day, my mum found something. To all now, we've never spoke about it. With me when I was a
Porno.
kid, huh?
Porno.
Nah, no for porno. Nah, no way. No way. No way. Nah. I should have pulled up on that stuff. Nah.
Them ways
man.
there. You get me?
One time I
Oh.
found something in the drawer.
Yeah.
Tucked off something in the drawer.
Yeah,
When I went to
know
go
the way
grab
you-
it,
I know
it
the
was
way you-
good.
I know the
Yeah.
way.
And
Right.
to this day,
What you
never
said,
spoke about it.
Speaking about the porno thing, yeah.
Yeah, good. Cool thing.
Bro, my mum found my porn magazines, yeah. I used to have it in a magazine. And a fucking in a briefcase kind of vibe, yeah. Briefcase.
Briefcase, there's a whole lot of porno magazines.
That's it.
Wally magazine,
Those
What,
Max
man-
Powers.
Man didn't have no
Max
codes on
Powers.
it. Yeah, go on. Yeah, the freedom, the lock, the lock up.
Wally magazine.
One day, for some reason, mum just went slap through. She said, "Open that." I'm thinking, no. Wow, one slap, open it, bro. Everything, Razzle, all these magazines, fam. Oh man, look at the man and know about them.
Jesus Christ.
Bro, it was a mess, fam. Yeah.
What, the magazines were a mess?
But then what she did, she took it and then she left it outside. She said, "Okay," and then she literally left it outside the crib next to the bin. Obviously, when she went to bed, picked it up, put it back in. Bro, but yeah, mum was quite. What I liked about my mum though, she wasn't super strict. But I got away with so much in a weird way. Like I even got kicked out of school and she never knew for 2 weeks. Like I was just but I wasn't doing too much badness. But yeah, she was too busy. Worrying about all that.
That's how it goes sometimes.
I can get away with fucking
Yeah.
when they're busy.
That's it. But luckily, I managed to survive a lot of what North West has to throw at you in life.
Yeah, that's what you lot have to. Sorry, shouldn't say you lot, but the viewers need to understand as well. You might be panicking about your kids and thinking, they're this, they're that, and
They're not.
it's not done. You understand? Like, I don't think there's as I look around this room, everyone in this room, I know has gone through their stage of keeping up some kind of fuckery. You understand? Being on some, you understand, whatever. Yeah. But every man's turned it round into a positive. It's just sometimes a matter of evolving, a matter of opportunity. You understand? And patience. You understand? Patience. Someone to be patient with them, or for us to find ourselves, because we're growing up in jungle. You understand? A lot's going on, you know. A lot's going on all around us. Influences, you know, working out who we are as people. You understand? All of that's going on until we start to do that, and then boom, look at us. You understand? Because we've got that in us. Every one of us. All your little youth, you might think, boy, there's no hope for him. He's just this, he's that. There's something special about them. There's something special in them. It's just for us, for them, to tap in and work out what it is. You understand? And then move.
Find their calling in life.
And then start to build. And when you build, just try and support. So even when they might get in trouble in school, you understand? I got kicked out of school. Rasheed's already said he's got kicked out of school. I don't know if anyone else got kicked out of school. I got kicked out of a couple schools. I'm not gonna lie. You understand? So
I not got kicked out. They asked me to leave.
We counting that as not kicked out. But then I've only got kicked out of one. If asked me to leave, don't count as kicked out.
Yeah, no, like it's a polite. It was a polite.
I've had that. I got polite.
His mum up and said,
couple times.
Hey, could you take your son out?
Yeah, so that kicked out. You got kicked out. You got kicked out.
But what do you think? How can obviously thinking about it now? Obviously, I haven't got no kids, but I've got two little sisters, 17 and 13. Very scary age, you know. But my biggest fear is not even about anything. It's just bullying. Yeah, my 17-year-old one, the 17-year-old one, she's cool because I'm around her, I see her network of friends. They're very Afro beats, it just vibes and you know 17-year-old girls, TikTok. Yeah. But my 13-year-old one, remember once, found out she'd been bullied, name called. That broke me, fam. Oh man, bro. For the whole week, remember I left. I'll live with mum's no more. Anyway,
You land there.
so now I literally pick her up. No, drop her off, pick her up. I drive. Yeah, Mill Hill Bridge, back and forth. Then west the school is, whatever. Yeah, but I was looking for the youth, fam.
Yeah.
Not for him, his parent.
All right.
Yeah, you land there.
Yeah, I just saw that. I said, whoa.
Land there.
But you know what? That's my thing because I feel like if I meet the parent, 'cause remember I'm a peaceful guy, but see family, especially my little sister, my baby sister.
You land there, bro.
Like, bro, like my guy Rams can call silence one day. Yeah, I was gonna get in a fight at a kid's party because one kid pushed me. Like, see my sister, I'll protect her, but I'll ask for the parents. I feel like if the parents can't deal with it,
You land
that's
there.
how it is. Literally every day.
Protective streak is just kind of how it goes. You understand? And sometimes it's just how it's got to be. Like, you can't do nothing to children. Leave children alone. Don't trouble the people that's pitney. Leave them. They're children. Let them do what they're doing. But
parents.
you must have a word with the parents. You understand? Like, don't trouble. I would never put my hands on no one's child. I'd never do nothing like that. But parents, we're gonna have a serious conversation. You understand? Because maybe there's a failing in what you're doing that's making your child to want to move around and keep up a certain things. But let's not.
And no parent's gonna condone bullying.
No, but some
some
parents
might.
let their
Some
kids do fuckery. Yeah, man.
Some will. Some will.
Yeah,
Some will
like-
be like.
I got a similar story to P, but I won't even hear it because it's kind of deep. But it's like some parents, it's like not till later on the parent actually realised what the levels of what he was letting his you get away with, innit? Do you get what I'm saying?
Doug took him and said, "So how do you like it when I hold you by your ankle? Yeah, you like that? Yeah, what is it funny? Is it funny?" No, Doug is Is it what? Tell me it's funny now, innit? Or it's a joke? It's a joke. The man said, "Nah, I can see how
Yeah,
that's
to be
bullying still."
fair, it kind of got handled without me, but it kind of got handled without me, but it got handled like I got brought into it, but it kind of got dealt with without
know
me.
them
But
ones.
he was not, you know them ones, but it was like fucking. He's like he did it. You know, like them dads that just want like their son's cool. They want to be cool. They're you and everything's cool.
Brother, it's
Then
old
when he
school
actually
shit.
realised, nah, this is actually deep shit. Like it's mad.
Brother,
Mad deep. You get what I'm
That's what
saying?
it is. The bullying thing, it's real in life, bro. It's real
Yeah.
in life. It does happen, bro. If my brother was here, he would tell you a funny story. We all know stories. We've all been there. That's why I say the cousin thing, the this, that, the other. That's what we were brought up on, innit?
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So, nah,
Man, never been bullied though.
Who? Man, them? Nah.
I don't think only bully. Nah.
Nah.
I
you've been
escaped.
bullied.
No, but I went to obviously. I just said Woolsden High. Anyone that from Northwest knows about that school. Just hella yardies from just.
Oh, like cussing, like if
Nah,
man
but
wanna
I'm
cuss
saying
each
no,
other,
but
man feel
what I
like
cut through,
bullied. Nah, never been
But what I
bullied.
cut through, I feel like sense of humor cut me. I wasn't the strongest.
Yeah.
I got beaten up bare times from school. Always getting punched up, whatever,
Yeah.
fighting, losing. But
yeah, we
sense of
fight.
humor.
You win, you
Oh,
win.
like fight, yeah. Like, man,
Yeah, but I'm talking
that's
about
what
some
I'm
people.
saying, that was part
I
of the
feel like
reason
my
why
school didn't really have bullying. Because you know, there's certain levels of bullying. There's name
Yeah.
calling and a little fight, whatever. But you know, when you hear about these old horror stories of
Like I feel like
bullying.
bullying comes as if like you can only accept being bullied if you probably put yourself in and accept that you're
No, but I
a
feel like
victim,
back-
in that whole situation. Because
No, but it
sometimes
depends on the age, though.
you pretend, yeah, I
but what I'm
suppose
gonna
so.
say,
But
though-
then there's been times where like even like, especially like
I
the
don't
generation
see
that I went to Eaglesfield.
Facts.
Every you on all the years are on it. So it's like you're not necessarily being bullied, but it's like every man that you're beefing or having a madness with is on it just as much as you are. So you're just going through school fighting. Do you get what I'm saying? And that's what it is. Like I wouldn't say
know-
that's
no,
bullying,
some
but
man
you
get
get what I
bullied,
mean,
though.
innit?
Yeah, I know
Yeah, of
what
course.
So
But-
it's
but
like
in my school, we never really saw bullying like that. Just name calling, normal stuff. But I feel like back to the private school thing. I feel like that's where bullying will happen. Like
Yeah,
full
yeah,
on.
yeah.
In my honest
It's
feeling.
cultural though.
Yeah,
They'll
yeah,
say it's
yeah.
cultural.
Yeah, they might turn around and say you bruck. Wait, all bending up. Look at you,
Yeah,
bruck.
remember, it's always
Look at
like-
you.
yeah, no, because you know what's bad, yeah. I watched
Nah,
one
nah,
of
look
them
at them
trainers.
the private school videos, the UK one, and it was basically asking private school students what cars their parents drive.
Yeah, yeah,
Have you
I've
seen
seen
it?
it. I've seen
And
it.
it's like a Lamborghini, you and a Range Rover, this that.
And that.
You
and-
know, like
and
come to
your-
buy you now. He's like, oh yeah,
Your
just
mum's
a little
pulling
bit.
up. Your mum's pulling up like fucking.
And then this a micro.
Like Danny LaRusso's karate Kid 1. Man pulling up like, in that mad cheese bag. Yeah, that's actually
You know,
yeah,
bullying
well,
happens
it's a
there.
kid that, it's all
Remember,
bad.
in our side, as in the schools we went to, it wasn't really bullying. There's a name calling, fighting here and there.
Yeah.
Punch up here and
No,
there.
I'll
Like,
be
the cussing
real.
thing was,
Full-
I'll
I'm
be
talking
real,
about-
like, real true.
Nah, but cussing, that made us who we are. I'm talking about full
Nah, in my school
physical
there was some bullying
self-harming.
still.
Yeah.
Brothers would get some shit went down, bro.
Like,
You
real
see
life
brothers
bullying.
get put on their knees and say,
Yeah.
"Call me master,
Yeah.
beg for mercy." You know how schools
the-
went,
My
bro.
bridges used to roll people down in
No, but
front
some
of bins,
schools-
bro.
Back in the day, though,
My
back
bridges
in the day
used
when
to
I was
be
growing
mad.
up, some
Got
schools
bullied,
were
bro.
known. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Back in the day when I was growing up, some schools were known to be really bad in terms of. Like, not like it's gangs and all this, but in terms of like, if you go there, you gotta be a survivor. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, you know, like your Archbishop Tennyson's, you're like, you know, like all your,
Telling you.
like all them schools, like you say your Forest Hill boys, your Eagles Fields, all them Woolly Polly,
No,
like all them, yeah, you know.
One day, I might edit this out. One day, a brother was walking, brother. The whole year knew this brother was gonna get something happen to him, innit? And he's walking, and he can feel it in the
Slap in
air.
the head.
Brother, 2-2s is gone. Man, them, that's it. They egged and floured him, bro.
Yeah.
The man, and the man ain't, this was
That's
year
real
11.
bullying, though.
Nah, and it was like last day of term.
hate bullying.
Egged and floured him, then he just turned to one Donny and was like, you know, like the ringleader.
Yeah.
And then got banged over.
Yeah, that's mad. Yeah.
With egg and flour all over him as
Yeah,
well.
I hate
And
bullying.
worse, when he got banged over, I always remember one Donny was just hyping up the brother that banged him over, like. And in my heart, like, I know this is wrong, innit? Like,
Yeah.
I was just on the fence. I'll be real, I was on the fence. I weren't involved, but I was just
Stop
there,
it.
innit?
Yeah.
So, but in my heart, like, I remember things like that because in my heart, I know, like,
It's
this
wrong.
is fucked up.
Yeah.
You understand? This is
Yeah.
fucked up.
Yeah, I
Shout out to my guy though, because he came back to school first day next term and held his head up and came in and just maneuvered. You get me, car?
That ruins some people's lives. You know.
What's that? What, the bullying thing?
could've
Yeah, you
ruined
never
his
know,
I
you
used to
never
bully bullies though. I can't lie. When I went,
That's why I hate
when I went Thomas Tallis, I can't lie because I came from Eaglesfield when I went there because the school so like plus Eaglesfield was an all boys school, so Guy and Tallis is a mixed school. That's
Girl
girls
there,
now.
dude,
there.
you like-
Yeah, right. You know, like there's girl there, but I come like, and I used to see how the youths used to kind of move in around the gal. It's a different dynamic now, especially as a kid. You show off and this, that, and one, bully certain youths. And I remember there were certain brothers that I won't say their name, cause I know that some of them show man love, so I watch it. But I'm still friends with them now, but it's like I know there were certain youths that weren't built a certain way that used to get bullied by certain youths. But I had a thing. I went for a season of rock bottoming bare youths, innit? So I used to just run up to a youth like randomly, like and just rock bottom him, like boom, like into a locker.
Big dog.
But it was-
I went to the same
like,
school
over
as Doug.
school. No, there was a season I used
I
to
went
rock
to the same
bottom
school as
bullies,
Doug,
bro.
and Doug was this size in school.
Yeah, come on, you know that. I
Doug
went
was
for a
this
season.
size in
I used to
school.
rock bottom you. Just
Yeah, but I know
bully.
you-
If you was the bully,
Yeah, you're getting a
yeah,
rock bottom.
because you remember we used to have them racist shoots that used to go with the bro. All them youths,
fight. Man used to fight them regular.
pull up, I'm rock bottoming. Boom, Danny wrote. Nah, I should cut that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He needed
Them
to get
real
it
RA.
with a fucking can.
Yeah. Come on, man. I used to pull up on
As
you,
we do.
still,
He was in
fam.
my year still.
But yeah, bully the bullies,
leaning
bro.
on them
Yeah,
I think that's why man's got the mentality man has now, bro. I can't stand bullies, and if I see it, like I want to move to it. Like, what's all that? You understand what I'm trying to say? So, but back to the original plot and what we're saying, like communication, trying to give it open route for the youths to come and talk to you.
I tried to bring it back online. Yeah.
Yeah. Because you know me already. That's what I'm here for.
Any school
You know,
can be a success, though.
you know me already. Any school can be a
failure.
success.
But I'm a probability man.
I hear what you're saying with the probabilities. I agree with you on the probabilities, but any school can be a success. But go on.
I was gonna say as well, just thinking of what you just said. Also, I think like if you go to it, if you have like your surroundings is your surroundings, you can't have the luxury of putting your kids somewhere else. It's also like you said earlier. I think that people need to tap into that more. The social groups that you give your kids. So it's like if you're taking your kids in an inner city school, but like you said, football, tennis,
anything,
sports, because it gives
boxing,
them
cricket,
a social
whatever.
network that they don't then depend on the groups that they have in school that could then
And
lead them a
sometimes
next
people
way. You
want
get what
better,
I'm saying?
The kid might even want a better crowd, but all he's stuck is with this fucking
Yeah.
shanker
And you are your
stabber.
surroundings. If
Stuck.
you're stuck around
Opportunity.
gangs, and that's who you're gonna become. In it, you are your.
And you want socialising.
Brother, when these boys go to a boxing gym, that becomes a next circle for them, you know.
Yeah.
Or they go to a football team, it's a next circle. You're going Muay Thai now. I bet you've butt a couple people with.
Different people.
Where the confidence
Firefighters.
comes.
That's what I'm saying.
Everything.
Of all different walks of life.
Bro, different.
Different
and then your
circles.
network becomes different.
And also, you learn how to interact with different groups. That's important, you know. You can't just be with one samey people all the time. You got to be in different groups. Know how to conduct yourself with different people. Know how to react with different people. Make things start to look familiar. You understand? Rather than you're just used to one type of people.
And then
you
doing that as
understand?
well, you're also adding value to your friends as well. Remember, you might put them on site in you as well.
Come on.
Yeah,
You know?
two-way
Like,
street.
before you know it,
Networking,
Two-way street.
expand the
Everyone's
network. So give your kids opportunities. Yeah, they might be going to a school that's considered rough, but they come back. Also, as well, they're not loitering afterwards because they know they got football. They're not loitering. They know they
tired.
got boxing. They're tired after the boxing.
Yeah.
They're not going back out on the estate. They're saying, "Well, I just come from training. I'm going bed with you, man." You understand? And that's what it is. All
Finish
we can
school, they
do.
gotta go to a course or a class or something.
That's what I'm trying to say. So that's all we can say. We hope for the best, prepare for the worst, but we're trying. Palms, I appreciate all your contributions today. You've been an asset since you came in the room. You said so much. Been on your phone the whole time. Right.
He's tired, man.
What did you take? What did you take from today's episode, Palms?
You can't bully.
Palms never lets me down. He never lets me down. That's why he's my guy. He never lets me down. Thank you. That's all I wanted from you, Palms. We move. It's another one. We'll wrap it up right there.
Yeah, come on.
Big Dougie Doug, Pound Still the Hustler. Daps every time. Stat.